Welcome. Happy new week. Let's look at what we got for last week, then we'll do some work for today. I know this is going to look so much information. This is what I was looking at last week: sales, stop loss, TP, inner sales, stop loss, TP. As you can see, none of them has hit target yet. Okay, and this is one of the few trades I've tried taking crossing from one week to another week. I always like the trade to end in one particular week, or most times couple of days, or some couple of sessions, or just a session. But this time we're trying to build something that gives us ample time to relax while the money works for us. Okay, so looking at this, nothing much. British pound, Japanese yen, nothing much. The only thing I have which is posing some concerns is the way price is printing. Okay, yes, I'm looking for sales, but I'm now becoming very cautious of the sales that are occurring because I can see that the sellers are getting weak, especially on Friday. The sellers were showing some weakness, and the buyers were not showing really good strength, but you could see attempt here before it was crushed. Okay, even the crushing did not allow the sellers to print just like we see here. Okay, so but for now, this candle, the previous 4 hour candle closed without a bottom wick. The current one opened and it did not create has not created any bottom wick yet. So let's see what today would pose. Looking at it fundamentally, there is no high impact or even medium impact news that would influence price to act with high volume or with volatility. So British pound Japanese yen is just going to be less action, except some institutional people try to bend the rules, which is doing something like pricing in the PMI that we're expecting tomorrow, which I think PMI Purchasing Managers Index, for those who don't know what PMI stands for. But the PMI that we'll have tomorrow around 3:30 and 4:30 Eastern Standard Time is a flash PMI, okay, and it's a high impact news. So let's see what would influence GJ as of now. I'm just going to chill, let the sales that are playing out play out, either to stop loss or to TP. Okay, so nothing much on this British pound Japanese yen, and the setup is clearer from the daily 4 hours. Okay, on the 1 hour, the setup is just nothing much. So I'm just going to let this be. The next thing on my watch list is gold. Gold, just beautiful, just beautiful. The setup on gold is weekly, daily. Okay, let me introduce something new this week. Yeah, the setup today for what I'm looking at is weekly, daily, meaning I will not rush to take any buys yet. Then I will not rush to take any sells yet. Okay. Um, Looking at it on the weekly, the previous weekly candle had little or no wick, a very negligible wick. So it's like a nipple wick, and it closed strong with very not strong bottom wick. So I'm anticipating more bearish momentum on gold this week. Then this is the overall target for price to drop to this point. Okay. At the moment, we are not just going to take sales. If we take sell here, this will imply that our stop loss should be here. Yes, price may drop, but I would prefer we drop to the lower time frame to see if it's a good idea to take the sales. Looking at this, it is already obvious that taking the sales will not be good for us because price has dropped very far from where it started. This is where price, the bearish momentum started. It has not given us any retracement yet. So it has had one, two, three, four, five consecutive days of bearish candle close. Okay, I know gold can break a lot of norms because it is gold. Right? In the same vein, let's not try to push it beyond the physical into the metaphysical or supernatural things. Okay, what I'm trying to say is that at least I'm anticipating or I want to see some retracement to give me, even if it's one bullish candle close before we continue our bearish momentum. If that does not occur, I'm not just going to jump into taking sales yet. Don't forget I said the trade setup is weekly, daily. On the 4 hours, as you can see, even the 4 hours is showing what? Three consecutive 4 hour bearish candle. At least let's see some retracement. So on the 4 hours, no retracement yet. On the 1 hour, yeah, we'll see some retracement. However, the 4 hour is what I would say I will not say oversold. Just going to use the term, it has extended its hand. Okay? It has extended its hand beyond what is fundamentally and technically feasible. Okay? So anybody who wants to sell now will be selling at a very low price, and nobody will want to sell when it's very cheap. At least give a fair value price, FVP, okay? Then we continue the selling. Now, if you want to be strictly technical, you will see that all this bearish momentum is weak compared to this. So what that means is that we are approaching a point where price should give us some bullish leg before we do what? Continue our bearish momentum. Okay. So I'm not going to take any today. I'm not rushing to take any buys or sells. I'm just going to let price be. Whatever it plays out, beautiful. Whatever it does, we are here. We are not going anywhere. Okay. So this is what I'm looking at on gold. The last but not the least is Bitcoin. Okay. So for Bitcoin, Bitcoin just was beautiful, very beautiful. This is why I always tell people don't those who wish to listen anyway, not that I'm just going to give some unsolicited advice. Those who wish to listen, you're not just going to take buys because you want to be strictly fundamental or you want to be a speculative trader. Okay, Bitcoin is the future of payment and finance and all those things. So just whenever price comes down, buy. Price comes down, buy. If you've been buying because price comes down, you would have been holding sell from as far as let's say from here 23,000. Now price is 21. I'm not saying it's going to remain at 21 forever, but I'm saying why buy when everyone is giving it? As in, why buy when the price, there is the possibility that it will continue dipping? And if it's going to continue dipping, why not wait until everyone has exhausted? Like, there is no hope for anyone to say, okay, let me still hold it. Everyone is looking to just give it away. Why don't you wait for that moment and optimize it? Squeeze the juice out of it by buying at that moment when everyone wants to sell. Like, people just want to dump it. I know ideally we'll say price should drop because everyone wants to sell. But this is the real life scenario. So everyone would not want to sell at the same time. That would imply that Bitcoin will crash to zero. But what I'm trying to say is this. Technically, taking buys will not make sense at the moment. Taking buys doesn't make sense. What makes sense is to wait for price to finish its selling phase. Okay, I would rather buy when, just like I think I studied somewhere that says what's the name of this investor, this guru. I think he's the owner of Hefewell. Hi yo 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 yo. Hi hi hi. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that he said something um that he likes investing in companies that have a good upside potential, not the one that he thinks would have an upside potential. Has is already performing well, like Coca-Cola, like just I can't remember his name, but he has one of the biggest shares in Coca-Cola. Okay, he says something like so. What I'm trying to say is that why buy when we are in a bearish market phase? Why not wait for price to show that it wants to turn bullish? Even if I would rather buy, even if price is here, and I know that it's going to pump at least to this zone, very confident, than to buy price when price is here and it may drop to this point before turning around. Not everyone will be willing to hold an investment that you see it sinking. Not everyone. You understand? So why not wait for price to show that yes, oh yeah, it wants to go up. Even if you're buying at a relatively high price, at least you're sure that from here to here, you will not experience any what encumbrance or you saying, oh, I wish I waited a little longer. So buying, knowing when to buy is buy as important as buying in the first place. Don't just buy because people are saying buy. Do your own what research, do your own market analysis, and try to understand what he's trying to say. Now, I'm only a mouthpiece of the market, so I'm not going to tell you what I think the market will do. I'm telling you what the market is saying, which is me being detached. Okay, so what I can see here is a clear bearish momentum, and price has retraced. Unlike gold, at least we've seen some retracement. Okay, and as you can see, price is hovering anywhere below here, hovering around here rather. So I don't know how high the price would pump. Okay, the higher it comes, good. That means we'll first of all target to retest this low before continuing the bullish momentum. Don't forget, if you look at it on a general kind of way, this is what we'll be seeing here. Looking at it from a general way, we have something like this, which is this bearish market. All of this you see is what we call the bearish flag. Okay, the bearish market flag. You have something like this and the retracement phase. And what do you expect after retracement? Kaboom. Okay, so this is what is going on Bitcoin. So do not rush to take any buys or sell at the moment. Okay, price has broken this bottom trend line in this flag formation or retracement phase, retesting the trend line, and like I said, I don't know how deep it's going to enter before it continues down. I will not use trend line and say, okay, because price has tapped the trend line, retested, let me take sell. Then I will start holding. No, I'll wait for price to tell me, let the market tell me when it wants to move. Then I will do what? React to that because I was anticipating that, not because doing what I didn't plan. So I plan my trade and I trade the plan. That is all for now. Don't forget to subscribe. Okay. Let me bring this out. Um, okay. Okay. What I'm trying to say is this. Okay, so don't forget to subscribe here. You see a button here. Hit that notification button in the shape of a bell. You will see the three options. I think you click the all option, comment, and like. So subscribe, hit that notification button in the shape of a bell, comment, and like. So these are what I got for you today. Baraka Bashar, peace.